Yo, what up though, man? You know, manager extraordinaire, Say Cheese A&R extraordinaire, running the streets, you know what I'm saying? Third degree in the building. What's up, man?
Yes, sir. Love and respect, brother. Appreciate you, Big D, for having me.
Hey, man. No doubt, bro.
The mogul now, for sure.
Hey, man, you know, I'm trying to make things happen, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing how you get into it. You know what I'm saying? Shawn getting into it. You know what I'm saying? I walked away from the studio, so it's kind of like my new endeavor, like starting over from scratch, man.
Still in this world, though, you know?
Hey, no, absolutely. And definitely in this day of time, man, that's definitely a blessing to be here.
For sure.
Man,
Likewise.
2020, man, if you can kind of sum up 2020 for you, how has 2020 been for Third Degree?
Man, probably the best year and the worst year of my life.
I can feel that.
And that's kind of, you know, crazy to say, because best year being my life because I was finally able to kind of like let go of my 9 to 5, you know, that I was having for a while. You know, that I worked proudly. But it got to the point where I was busy, got so busy that they kind of, they pretty much just let me go. I didn't choose to quit. Like, the Rod Wave tour came for Baby Youngin, and we kind of just was off to the races. And I kind of got back, got the call, and, you know, they kind of pretty much let me go from there. And that wasn't the worst part. That was the blessing in disguise, just being able to get on the road and just really do what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Just be in the streets 24/7, the right way, though. You know,
for real.
Changing my life, changing other people's life. Different stuff like that.
So, like, with the 9 to 5, man, like, you know what I'm saying, getting that call and they letting you go, did it make you nervous? Because I know a lot of people, like, I still work a 9 to 5.
Right.
And, you know, you feel like that's that safety net. But now that safety net removed from under you, do you feel like it makes you go harder? Like, what was your mindset once that happened?
It was scary as shit because I worked a job from the ages of 19 to 30 years old, the same job.
Oh, wow.
So I always lived a certain type of lifestyle regardless of this. Like, I've been living a certain type of way just through work. Having stocks, having 401k plans, having just different shit like that from 19 to 30, you know, so. It was different. It was like, and then I got a daughter as well, you know, so that's never an easy thing. I'm definitely thinking about, damn, insurance, you know, things that people ain't think about, insurance, you know, like how I'm going to replace this with this and just really kind of learning how to manage my money in the street, like day to day. Like if this come in, I know, okay, I got to put this aside, like, or this come in this way, it's different. It's not, you know, in work, it's guaranteed money. When you out here, it's kind of like December will be great, but November was a little rough. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
for sure.
This, so you kind of got to manage a little different.
I got you. So, like, what were you working prior to walking?
I was working for HEB.
Okay, got you. So, like, you step off. So, like, for those, well, let's start from the beginning and get the origin. You know what I'm saying? Most people may not know, if some may do know, Third Degree, you from Arlington, right?
Well, I'm originally from Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, you from the Chi? Okay.
For sure.
So how long were you in the Chi before you came here?
Elementary years, but I traveled a lot due to my father being in the military.
Okay, so you was a military kid.
Yeah, for sure. That was his way of getting us out of Chicago.
No, that's real.
You know, so like my father from 63rd and Cottage, like that's where he grew up at. That's where a lot of my family come from, 63rd and Cottage and 71st and Loomis.
Okay.
So over east and out south, pretty much in Chicago. So through my whole years, even to today, I still, you know, got Chicago in my blood everywhere. But EA raised me though.
Okay.
EA raised me for sure.
I got you. So when you say EA, East Arlington.
And that's East Arlington.
Okay.
That's where I made my name, like, for sure.
For sure. Okay. So growing up, like coming from Chicago and you know, coming to Texas, like what was it like growing up in East Arlington?
What made us move to Texas was like we got here with Pops, so we like Six Flags and shit. You know, just seeing the good part.
Yeah.
Like shit you don't get to see in Flint. I stayed in Flint, Michigan as well. So going from Chicago to Flint to Kansas where it ain't shit at, to coming to Texas, it was just totally culture shock, totally. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, okay, we liked it for the good reasons. And then, you know, everything else kind of transpired from there. But he kind of let us pick where we wanted to stay. So we kind of chose Texas over Michigan, to be honest with you.
Okay, fair enough, because now I chose Texas over Michigan as well, being from Detroit. You know what I mean? So, okay, so you're here in East Arlington, and people don't know you grew up with Shawn.
For sure, yeah.
Like, you Shawn, you knew Rahi.
I knew Rahi through Shawn. I met him later on.
You met him later on, so you didn't meet him back then.
I didn't know him then. I went to, because I was kind of more like, I'm more introverted kind of person. So I'm like, I really never even left East Arlington when I moved to Arlington.
Got you.
I just stayed in that area. I never really even came up out of it. Like, north side, south side, I really kind of just stayed where I was.
And so, like, because you were a rapper before you became a manager.
For sure.
So at what point in time did you get into music, and what influenced you to actually tap into the hip-hop side?
Man, probably my grandmama. God bless her soul. Gotta be grandmama, just being young. Just, you grow up in the house with basically like 3 generations. You being the third one, but you got your grandma in the house.
Got you.
You got mom and them in the house. Then, you got me and my siblings in the house. So it's like you hear 3 different types of music. You know what I'm saying? You hear this shit grandma listening to, mom's listening to something totally different than pop's listening to.
For sure.
And then we kind of got, what we like to listen to, but I kind of follow mom's suit. She kind of put me on the Yuck Mouths of the world.
Okay.
She definitely do-or-dies, the Twisters, the E40. So I was knowing about all that shit.
So she started with the shop. Was both of your parents from the shop?
Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
My mom was raised in the hundreds.
Oh,
and my pops was down on the low end.
Okay, got
So
you.
eventually my mom came down to the low end, and that's how she met my pops.
Okay, for sure. So your mom, so what was your dad's style of hip hop?
They both love Pop, but Pop was more conservative. You know, he was more the mental part of my life. Kind of like, all right, you better know your grades and shit as good as you know the music. Kind of like that. Mom was kind of like the freestyle type, like have fun.
We turn it up. It's the balance, the yin and the yang.
Exactly. She dressed. She taught me how to like put clothes on. Pop's, like I say, he conservative all around the board. Is what you gonna do with yourself, like.
But he a military guy.
Yeah, it's what's on the inside. Kind of he instilled that, so it worked out perfect for me.
Definitely,
for sure.
That's dope, man, and it's amazing to see a black man that had both parents.
Yeah,
because that's something that's kind of rare. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take that back. It's not really as rare. I'm seeing a lot more. I think black people, we just been taught that black men don't
it's
take
coming
care of
back
their family.
because it was a good gap between it's coming back for sure now. For sure. You got proud black fathers for sure.
So at what point in time did you start writing rhymes and start getting into actually being an artist yourself?
Man, like I played with music my whole life ever since a kid. I probably say we had so many options growing up.
Right.
So rapping kind of then when we was younger, it wasn't the main thing. It was like, okay, most people rap because they couldn't play sports. Like we like sports, basketball, football. So it was like you kind of rapped if you didn't have nothing else to do. It was we had a lot of options. So I probably didn't take rap serious till I was in my late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Like to be serious, like.
So before rap, what was your passion?
Probably just sports and women. Like
sports and women,
sports and women. That was the thing. Like hooping and girls for sure.
Got you. So okay, so then you transferred because I remember, and saying you was coming to the studio and you was recording a lot. I don't know if you was with Six or Tux.
6'7". Who you talking about?
Wait, maybe you wasn't coming to my studio. When you?
I did. I come to your studio a couple times.
I think with Six, I know Six was one engineer, Tux was one engineer.
Oh, who was recording at this? I'm gonna be honest, I don't know who you had recording me at the time. I probably came through there twice. Colton was there the couple times that I came.
Yeah, I got you.
Yep. Okay. And I done brought the artist through there too as well.
For sure. Okay, so then you jump into your 20s and you decide to take hip hop serious. You know what I'm saying? But did you ever see yourself going to the management side?
Nah, that happened when my brother Quan died.
Okay.
So like I say, in my later 20s now, it's a lot of young people that look up to me and what we got going on. Just the Triple R movement we had in the streets, just the EA movement we had in the streets. And Quan was one that got away from us, you know what I'm saying, unfortunately, where he lost his life early and had a whole lot of talent. He was more talented than all of us. He was killed at a nightclub.
Damn.
Off right there off 360.
Got you.
But yeah, so after losing him, it kind of morphed me into, it's kind of like I went, I wouldn't say deaf, but it was just like I wasn't trying to I wasn't there.
You weren't in the mental space to continue that.
Yeah, I wasn't there at all. So it was just more so now. And he was like the last one we lost a lot of people. Mookie was a lot of people we lost throughout the years growing up. So it was kind of like, all right, I want to change this shit. Like I want to be able to come into a field where I can really help people's lives before they get to a certain point.
Gotcha. No, for sure.